Check, check.
Yeah, let's see how much you remember about our character. Yeah. Damn, you're doing really good. That's everything, yeah.
Yes. I did mention, but turned by his agent. He was like, "Oh no, I got some really great opportunities for you," and then it's like, "Oh really?" Yeah. No, I didn't add that. I forgot to do that. But yeah, no, the predatory agent trope, just a little bit. But yeah, no.
Literally predatory agent.
Yeah, no,
Damn.
which is why he's like a lot of him is jokey, yes, but that's why he's kind of like descended into hedonism and is not really like in like attempting movies or answering any of his agent's calls or trying to audition for anything. He's just like, yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, born and raised Buffalo, New York. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 3. Okay. Now, just to make sure I'm doing this correctly, am I rolling under the main dice pools or under combat dice pools? Or does it even make a difference? Okay. Let's see. Oh, 3 successes this
Ooh.
time. Better
Nom
than 0.
nom.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drag him into this alleyway. behind the dumpster and just take a crack at it. Probably not kill him. Exactly. Mm, okay. 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 Yeah, I close the wounds for him, and then I say, "You're welcome."
Oh, damn. Wow, that's crazy. So if you're gonna get fed on, you want it to be the pretty vampires.
Sweet.
Mechanics question. Do you have to make a humanity check if you use one of those bendy straws that turns regular milk into chocolate milk?
You should
Okay.
gain.
Okay, good. I
Oh
just
my
wanted to make
god.
sure. They were really cute, yeah.
Okay. Um. Also, real quick question: are drugs a thing in this?
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm. If you eat someone who's eaten a poppy seed muffin, will you pop on a urine test?
Okay.
That is
Dang.
so good to know.
Yeah.
Relevant.
Right.
Ecstasy, pure ecstasy.
I was gonna say his first feeling would be that he needs to get high, but I guess he does also need to meet this person. So he'll meet the person first and then find somebody to give him a sense of, feeling something.
Somebody going to hell through a straw.
He has healthy coping mechanisms. All right, yeah. So he's gonna look around, I suppose. Exhausted.
Mhm. If he can have a gun as a treat. Okay.
Mhm.
Coexist.
Mm. Gosh. Okay. Is what he would say. No. All right. So I guess he's gonna. Um. He wouldn't knock. He'll just like straight up open the back door and just sidle right in. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Well. Okay. Oh no, it's okay. I live in Baltimore. It's
Oh no!
I love Baltimore, by the way, but the unofficial city.
Oh my god, it's
city
perfect.
animal is a rat.
It's true. It's on all the
It's
bumper
true.
stickers.
They're everywhere. If you're actually from Baltimore, you know it's not an insult.
Oh my god.
So he's like, no, this is good. So
He
just
followed
like
you
slides in.
here.
He's like, oh, this is just like home. It's fine. Having lived there, I've seen a rat king before. So, yep. Subway, fun times. It was hard to tell. This crack had opened in the sidewalk, and there was this elderly woman pointing down at it and saying, "Vermin!" in a very high voice. So I walked over to see what was happening, of course, because that's not something you're supposed to do. And as she's saying "vermin," I look down and there's a rat king underneath the sidewalk. Yeah, cursed maybe. I don't know. That's probably cursed a little bit.
You don't shake Florida, man. It follows you.
It was 1 block from our apartment. Anyways, yeah, so he's totally fine with these rats. They're actually like clean. They look like they're like pet rats. They're big. I mean, yeah, all right. So he's gonna sit down right next to the rats. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, he needs to be kind, but he's okay.
Hot.
Oh, hello.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Just a heads up, guys. We've been informed that now nobody can hear you, Marcus.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
Like a couple minutes. It looks like they've been trying to get our attention.
oh no.
Sorry.
Thank you.
This is such good exposition. I'm sitting here like, oh no, I want to
I
play the game,
know.
but I don't know what to do. Like, I want to play the game without Marvel. Do our best. Okay. So this is a very surreal experience.
Oh, it's just he's probably just been hearing me be like, he wants to be high. Rats are great.
Hot.
Oh no.
Oh,
Seriously
God.
though, Baltimore, good times.
I miss grilled cheese and company.
Oh god, yeah.
I want a brie and cranberry grilled cheese right now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there was one time that an entire like 2 city blocks was taken out by a rat and a transistor thing.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, that was fun.
I hope Screaming Guy is doing better.
Yeah, and oh man, in the Mad Max toilet bowls.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
Yeah, we
hear.
can hear you. Like, we've been able to hear you just fine this whole time.
yeah.
Did every like was everybody able to hear you when you played that game? Can you hear me? Oh, was everybody who listened in on the City of Mist game able to hear everyone?
Oh no.
Okay.
Well,
It might have been during the height of the convention, though.
hmm. I don't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea how to fix it, but I kind of just want to play at this
Yeah,
point.
Yeah.
I just want to play. Like, chat, hey chat, can we send chat out of the room? Okay. Well, I don't mind that one single bit if we can't
Yeah.
figure it out. Sorry, everyone will be deprived of our amazing characters killing Alternate Jeff Bezos.
You mean
Damn it.
Beth Jesus?
I said alternate.
Beth Jesus.
Beth Jesus.
Beth Jesus. Oh my goodness. This is the Beth Jesus who actually did create the employee cage and have
Oh
them use it.
God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna drink this fool like a protein shake.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
The secret recipe is capitalism.
Oh, yum.
Why does that just make me think of like a Capri Sun? I don't know why.
Look,
Yeah.
it's
Or
not
Cold
just the
Stone.
Because Capri Suns, I feel like are such a ripoff.
yeah, like you
Like, as
hardly
you,
get
I don't know, I feel
anything,
like
and
you
it
get
creates
two
a lot of
sips and it's
waste.
done.
Yeah,
You might as well just buy a whole bottle of juice.
just chug it.
Yeah, but you got
Yeah,
cred
just chug it.
elementary school. You know? Like
I guess.
if you had a Capri Sun, a pudding cup, or Gushers, you were like, people were like, oh yeah, your family's rich.
Your parents could buy you nonsense sugar food. Enjoy your popularity now. Your growth is about to be very stunted.
Oh, God.
I was just thinking, like eating the rich as a vampire is not only an ethical pro, it's also probably the healthy choice because they can afford the best healthcare.
Well, no, my character wants to be the rich. That's
Well,
a problem.
Well, he might have to snack his way to the top.
Just let him be the next James Bond. That's all he wants.
Look, Robert Pattinson just got to be Batman. He's got a lot of work to do.
But Robert Pattinson wasn't in a made-for-TV Disney.
He's in a tween/teen hit.
Yeah.
check. Oh, okay, I think Chet should be able to hear me now. We are maybe good to go back. Who knows how long it'll last. Yeah, if it doesn't, I'll just say we can just like just play. Okay. Yeah, so we're going live in a sec. And we're live, I think. Who knows at this point, really. If it was just a couple minutes, I think the whole of what happened was Jack arriving at the airport, in San Diego, walking up to, discovering and walking up to and opening a short, like a stub, limousine, with all blacked out windows, completely like 100% blacked out, and a partially blacked out windshield, and opened the door to be greeted by a bunch of rats, a bunch of cleanly, a bunch of like real nice, well kept rats, friendly rats, apparently, who are descended from sewer rats, street rats, whatever the variety is, that were also like 2.5 to 3 times the size of normal rats. I think Jack had just gotten into the car, and I was in the middle of describing the person who's driving. I said they had a big old head. I remember that. Their skin was kind of gray, dark gray and mottled. They used to be of African or African American descent. So that toned down, like with the saturation turned down a little bit. They had like what the game calls deformations, but what I'm gonna call just like natural parts of their body. They had like the equivalent of acne, like leveled up a couple times on the back of their head. So they're very unconventional looking. They're a Nosferatu. We established that too. And they turn around. They turn around to Jack, and they say, which one are you?" I was getting 3 of you, I think. Which one are you?
Jack.
Jack. Okay. The Toreador. One of the Toreador, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's your thing? You're like above game. He's talking about your weakness.
Oh.
There's stuff you can like. You get lost looking at it or something, right?
Yeah. You know, if something's interesting or you know, kind of inspires an actual feeling, then yeah, you know, sometimes I get a little distracted. Yeah.
Is it anything like specific, like any medium, or is it just pretty stuff in general?
I would say in this case, it would probably be like I'd say like he does try to kind of like lose himself sometimes.
Intentionally.
Yeah, intentionally he does do that. But I guess unintentionally it would be like you know, I don't want to say like really good, like seeing like celebrities who have made it, who've landed those really amazing roles, and he's just fucking furious about it.
Yeah.
And is like, I could have done that. That could be me. And then it's like, oh no, suddenly imagining like me on that poster. And
like the beginning of Chicago.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what happens. It becomes this like fever dream, which compounded by the deliberate, you know, drugs and drinking people who are drinking and things like that. He can slip quite often.
He hates Ariana Grande, and like,
oh my god,
he hates
her and loves her.
Was he like offered a deal from Nickelodeon, but he went Nickelodeon, but he went with Disney?
No. He both really desperately wants to meet her, but also is just like, how dare. So yeah, he's complex.
Spends his night lying at the ceiling thinking, what if I ate her brother? And then maybe we could do a funeral.
Kind of like that.
So you divulge all that to Glut, and he's like, oh, interesting, and turns back around. Are the rest with you? There's supposed to be 2 more.
Oh, no, they didn't come on my flight. I didn't see anybody who looked like, you know,
Like us.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So they must have taken a different route.
At this point, we'll switch over to Charlie's view, or a view of Charlie rather. We'll say you've just landed, or you're at baggage claim or something. Um, yeah. So you've just arrived at the airport. You started out with 8 blood points, right?
Yeah.
So you're probably good right now. I think you're in the same circumstance that
Is the airport like right next to the train station?
oh Christ, that's right. I forgot you took the train. Yeah, so yeah, yes. The Congo.com
Cool.
bullet train. It goes to the airport conveniently. That's so nifty.
The traffic in that area is just completely unnavigable.
Yeah, it's
It's all Ubers.
The train helped, but not enough. Not nearly enough. Yeah, so you arrive at the combo train station and airport, and Taco Bell. And you arrive, and there's no one like waiting for you with like a sign or anything. But you have all your stuff with you, and you think maybe, or I'll leave it up to you actually. Where do you proceed from there?
I'm hoping that we, or at least we, would have had the foresight to arrive during the evening, like to pick a train that would have arrived.
Yeah.
At night.
We'll assume that most of the time.
Okay, he's gonna try to make arrangements to like store this coffin.
Oh, you brought your coffin with you?
Well, you know what? Maybe it's a throwaway coffin. Yeah, I think it is, because that's just like how he makes sure he's gonna be comfy when he's traveling.
Yeah.
But then he just like scrambles out and ditches the coffin.
It's your travel coffin?
Yeah. It's got an American flag on top of it. Keep it real pretty.
Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, that's what you meant with like the Navy.
Everybody like handles it very like respectfully, and he's into that.
You don't even hide it. It's a coffin, and that's what.
Yeah, it's traveling home.
Okay.
to be laid to rest. Bless.
Splendid.
He's got like his AirPods in there. But yeah, he's traveling pretty light. I'm guessing there wasn't a murder on the train, so that's a little disappointing. Maybe if there's not one on the way back, he'll make his own or something. That's not as fun. So yeah, he's just proceeding to the front of this transit area.
Yeah. So yeah, the joint train station and airport would share a taxi bay. So you roll up to it with your coffin on a dolly or something. And
he'll just keep it rolling like right out the door and start walking in a different direction.
As you step out, you would also notice a car that is very conspicuously conspicuous is like noticeable, right? That's the one that's like okay. Very conspicuously like completely blacked out except for the windshield, which is like mostly blacked out but not completely.
Hamster dance is like blasting from the interior.
No.
Like you were outvoted like 7-1. Sorry, I'm sorry.
The rats voted for
I'll stop dumping unwanted
so
non-canon flavor into this. I'm so sorry.
No, that's hilarious.
This is really quality. I'm really getting like excited about this world, and I know that I talk too much when I should be listening, and I'm very sorry about that. It's something I'm trying to get on top of.
No, that's a fantastic contribution, and I'm gonna roll with it. I won't say it's hamster dance because
no.
But the rats do have musical taste. Okay. So Jack, at some point, or I guess as soon as you get in, the driver Glutz is blaring pop music, and he lets you know that the rats like it. I won't say what it is. Is it like illegal or like permissible to say like names on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it is though. We're just not getting paid for it.
Yeah,
we're what you call dumb streamers.
Yes.
I
in particular, totally am.
Are they playing Kesha?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like a little bit of Kesha, probably the hits. It's a lot of pop.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever do one of those little Disney pop CDs where you like have to sing a cover of Part of Your World or something?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
He did have a musical version of of Jack and Max track pack attack, where he
Oh my god.
where he did have to sing a song about how much he loved his running shoes.
Oh my god.
And it went to the tune of "And I Will Always Love You." And yeah, that exists in the world on YouTube. It has been brought up to him multiple times.
Was that a decom? Jack and Max track pack attack?
No, it's just a thing.
Oh, is it made up?
I just made it up.
Oh
yeah.
my god, that was so deft. That's awesome.
I bet he was a meme for like a whole like week.
Yeah, he was. He's not sure whether to be
Amazing.
proud of that or not.
Cool. Charlie pops the back door open,
Yeah.
makes eye contact with one of the mini rats,
Yeah.
and closes the door again.
You don't go in.
He strolls around the driver's side window and kind of knocks on it.
We said it was nighttime, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the window goes down, and you see the same person that Jack saw. You see someone with you see a Nosferatu, a weirdly large Nosferatu, with like where Nosferatu usually have like pale gray skin. This one has mottled like darker gray skin. And he's like, you're one of the two. Are you the other Toreador or the Bruja?
No, I'm the Bruhat. I lost my accent somewhere there. Tell me, is every rat on the West Coast supposed to be this motivated?
Motivated? What do you mean?
It's like they're very healthy. It's like they're working out a lot.
The rats. My rats, only the best. No, I mean, I can explain more.
Would you call that the best rats? I mean, a lot of them, and they're very big. Is that the best kind of rat?
To me, they are. Yeah, they're my favorite. They are my favorite rats of all the ones that I know.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. Tell you what, just for safety, and he crosses around the car and tries to open the passenger side door of the front of the car.
Right. So this one is welded shut. Yeah. So it clicks. And it does like the door lever thing that door levers do, but it doesn't open.
Child lock.
Yeah.
Is there room in the boot?
For a coffin, Christ.
No, don't worry about that. I don't think it's.
Really? I mean, you can bring it with you if you want.
That's somebody else's problem now.
Oh.
Jack's gonna just pop the door open.
I just got what you meant by when you said that you just like lets it keep rolling. Like he walked out the door and it just kept going. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. That's funny as well. Okay. Yeah. So he's like, yeah. There's tons of room in the back. Put whatever you need in there. But get in. We still need
Okay. Great. Wonderful. He goes and he climbs in the trunk and shuts the roof after himself.
That's. Oh, do you get in?
Yes.
Okay.
He said put whatever you need in the trunk.
Oh,
what?
Actually, so the car is designed in such a way that so I'm doing this on the fly. I'm adapting this as I go. It's also like a station wagon in the back where like the trunk is accessible from the rear, like the rear seat. So you open the trunk and there's a raven in there in the back.
Shite.
Yeah. It's not gonna hurt you. Don't worry about it. He's cool. It's fine. Just don't hit him with your stuff or anything. Don't hurt any of the animals, obviously. They're not for feeding. Explicitly, they are not for feeding. Please do not feed on my friends. But yeah, get your stuff in.
Charlie sighs and he gets in the main part of the car.
Yeah, there's a bunch of rats around you.
Yeah.
What did I say? 8? 7?
Something like that.
I forget. So 7 rats and 1 raven. There's supposed to be 3 of you. There's 2. Is there? Do you know where the other one is?
Not necessarily. Oh, also hi. I'm just gonna like do a little wave.
Oh, you must be one of the 2.
Yeah.
Aren't you both Northeast Coast Toreador? Do you know her?
Not. I don't think we run in the same circles. I mean, we might overlap a little, but I can't remember everybody's face. Would I know of her?
I'll say above game. You guys got contact info for each of the others, but it's one of those weird things where it's like you've been assigned a group project and it's like weird to contact the other person. But But you do have their contacts.
I mean, I can text her. Hold on. I'm gonna look
V
up my phone.
has some degree of fame in her background. She has two points in fame and one
Oh,
in
okay.
influence.
Um, those are backgrounds, right? Fame,
Mhm.
both
Yeah,
fame and
fame.
influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering if that should be like a contested role or resisted, I guess, in this system. Um, do you want to just reach out, or do you want to see if you recognize uh, the name that you were given, the contact?
I'm gonna see if I recognize it because I
Okay.
don't think we would have been in the same parties,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but maybe
Same
I don't know.
clan. Same. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I slept with somebody who liked her art.
Sure.
I don't know.
So that would be, what would that be? Is there a combination of ability and no, attribute and ability that you think would work?
I think like um, hmm,
For the sake of
not
having,
charisma.
yeah. Let's see. Is that an attribute? Yeah.
It's a boosted attribute.
Yeah, either charisma or perception, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, no, perception's different.
Um, I'll say either charisma or wits.
Okay, I'm gonna
Um,
go with charisma.
okay. And then we need an ability too. I'll say the standard difficulty for most stuff is 6, or I guess it is the standard difficulty for most stuff. Um, and then V, you said your fame and influence were 2 and 1.
Yeah, fame 2, influence 1.
Okay, so I don't know if this is how that actually works, but we'll subtract that from 6. So the target difficulty is going to be 3. So whatever the roll is, your target
Okay.
difficulty will be 3.
So my attribute would be charisma then, and the skill would be would I use ability? I
So
guess.
the
Well,
flavor that I'm getting from this is that like you might know about them from like carousing and like getting around socially speaking.
yeah.
So charisma works great. Empathy might be a good ability. Awareness might be good.
I'm gonna go with awareness maybe.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll combine your
Um,
dots. You'll combine your
okay,
dots for
so
those.
that's +3. Okay,
And then it's a difficulty of 3.
okay. Well, let me do this.
Did we get last names for Jack and V, or is that something you guys don't know?
Yeah, I just chose Pelennor because I was arguing about Pelennor Fields earlier.
V just
I have a
goes
lot
by
of
V.
opinions.
Okay.
Okay. 4 successes?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. V. Maybe not personally, but V is prominent enough in like social circles that you would know them by name, despite the fact that they only go by V. Um. They are the height of like fashion of like couture, hot couture, fashion. And they. Um. I don't know what else. V. Like, what else do you think they might know about you just from like passing?
V V, I think, is specifically known for her eccentric art shows that she puts on with permission from her clients and obviously
Yeah.
obfuscating their real identities. So she's mostly known for her artwork, I would say, and the perception that she's very high class, but in reality she's very poor.
Kind of right. Yeah. Um.
Gotcha.
It's art you make yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd know Jack would know V as a prolific artist.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. I had a fling with somebody who made me go to one of her gallery things for I don't remember much. There were colors. Okay, I'll take a I'll text her.
Okay.
Um and it's gonna be a lot of emojis to start with.
Okay.
Um and oh, sorry, Kat has decided to attack Sarah.
Cat's turn.
And and yeah, no, it starts with a lot of emojis, and once the completely incomprehensible string is done, he's going to say like, "Oh, Hey, by the way, Jack Pellinor,
Charlie Abernathy.
where are you? But it's like WERE and then R and U and then a bunch of upside down smiley faces. We are here.
So V, you get a text shortly after setting the bus shitter loose, that has half of the Unicode library of emojis in it, followed by where, WERE, letter R, letter U, question mark. Did you say question mark?
No question mark.
Okay.
None. No punctuation. He doesn't believe in that.
Yeah. Actually, I can respect that. Above game, I can respect that. We won't get into that. Yeah. So you get that message.
And did it have names in it?
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, yeah, this is Jack Pellinor."
Okay.
So you don't have to have saved his number once you got it as a contact, but you would recognize it as one of the numbers that you got as a contact for Jack Pellinor.
Okay. And I know both of them for the mission, but
Yeah.
like we just did with Jack, do I know Jack?
Maybe. Is there any reason V might know you, Jack?
Have you seen the Jack and Mac?
Oh, for sure. Who hasn't?
It had a musical episode and everything.
You've seen that video on YouTube. I won't even make you roll. I'll just say like
Okay.
you've come across
Okay.
it
Good.
on YouTube.
Just making sure. Okay. V responds immediately, and it's a full sentence, punctuation and everything.
Emojis?
No emojis yet. Not in the first one. Not in the first text. The first text just says, be there in 2 days. Stop to get some snacks. And then the next emoji is like the emoji with the two eyes going in two different directions and the tongue sticking out. It's that one.
Yeah. Know that one well.
He's gonna respond with No, he's not gonna eggplant. He'll be fine. He won't stoop to that, but he's close. Yeah, he just writes K thanks. And he's gonna say, yeah, totally, yeah. He's a child of the early 2000s when it comes to when he was getting into the internet. So yeah, he will relay this information to Glut and Charles and Co. And to the rats, of course. They're here too.
Are you saying we have to sit here in this car for 2 days?
God, I hope not.
2 days, holy shit. Are they walking? Jesus.
I don't know.
Charlie looks longingly out the window towards the parking lot where his coffin rolled off to, probably just in time to hear a huge crash and several car alarms.
Yeah, I was gonna say a Congo.com semi rolls by.
No!
The flag that was covering it flitters off into the the flag flies into a dumpster, a trash can fire.
He salutes.
No. Wow, no one would think you're for.
Well, I guess if we're gonna be here a while, I have a place. We were only supposed to stop there briefly before heading off, but we can wait, I guess.
How many rats are in that place?
Far more. These are just the well-behaved ones. These are the ones that I can actually take places.
Jesus.
Not as many ravens, just a few more. Yeah, we'll have to head there. And then Glut guns it. You guys are thrown against your seats.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. If you thought to put your seatbelt on, that you may have.
No, that's not how Charlie rolls.
Excellent.
No, he was lounging. Like, he was using this as his own personal chaise, and now he's like, wait.
Is that how you say that? Ches?
I don't know. It's chaise lounge?
Chaise.
Yeah. I've heard chase too. It's ches?
Chaise lounge?
Chaise lounge? I don't know.
Lounge. Okay.
I'm obsessed.
Couch.
I'm just a little obsessed with them.
It's his own fainting couch. That's all.
Yeah, like fainting couches. That's legit. Oh yeah, though. So he guns it. well over the speed limit by the time he gets out of the.
Can we stop at a pawn shop?
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Can I get my bucket of guns?
uh, he's looking at his phone while he's driving. But he's still he's good. Like he's good at it. You're not supposed to be good at that, but he's great at it.
So he could be better, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, technically he could be better. But he's far better than like someone that isn't a vampire would be. He's taking corners pretty hard, but still not like losing control or anything. And all the while looking up directions to the nearest pawn shop. And you arrive shortly after. It just says pawn shop. It has the three like the pawn shop like symbol on it. It's close to the airport, so I think it would be like on the nicer side, but not like it's a pawn shop. Yeah. So he stops the car in front of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Charlie jumps out. Just be a minute. Friends inside. Dingle, dingle, dingle. And you might hear before the door closes, I'll have your finest bucket of bullets, please.
Yeah, so what are you picking up?
A couple Glocks. I mean, this is Jeff Bezos we're talking about. Like, is there overkill?
It's Beth Bezos.
It is Beth.
Exactly
Bezos.
What I just said. It's Beth Bezos, the thing I got right the first time.
So do you have in your backgrounds? Do you have resources or I guess what are your backgrounds?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Let's go and find out.
Oh, and
I haven't gotten to do this yet.
Did you all increase your? Did you all use that point that you got at the beginning for being expendable?
Oh, I haven't.
No, I haven't used that.
Okay, cool. So so the things that cost 1 point to increase are your willpower and your background. So if you want to increase any of those, you are welcome.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So I put expendable in my background.
Oh no, you would put expendable in flaws, but you don't need to if you don't want to. Like it's just for us right now.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what background would be helpful for this character that I've spawned.
Yeah. Which ones are there? You could change them if you want.
There aren't any.
1 sec. You're the Bruja, Charlie Evan, Oh, okay. So they'll be on your primary page. Yeah, that's where you roll for.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So yours are contacts, allies, and herd. I'll say with that 1 point, you can put it into resources if you want, and then you could get like a small arsenal. But otherwise, you'd be able to get with like whatever pocket money you have. It's vampire pocket money. You've been around a while, so it's gonna be like on the higher side. You'd get like a couple guns. But if you take that out in resources, you get like a heyday, like a bucket of guns. What can I say?
Yeah, I guess I'll put it in the resources and then immediately spend it.
Yeah. So that's like that sticks with you. So you don't lose it or anything. You could use them as you go forward too. So you're capable of getting a few things. Yeah. You're just not like Jack, Pellinor rich or oh, V isn't rich. Never mind.
And he also wants to like. Oh, sorry.
Because V does have 3 dots in resources. I think she is rich in a very specific way.
It's tied
just
in properties or something, or
her money's in peanut butter.
Yeah.
A banana stand.
Oh no, it is in the banana stand.
All the money's in the banana stand.
I can look at backgrounds like in the book or whatever really quick to see what 3 dots is. I think 4 is like wealthy.
For what one?
For resources.
For resources, 3 is comfortable and 4 is wealthy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're comfortable, which is like you could get. Oh yeah, we never figured that out. Did you want to have a gun? Or like something specific?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to have. I would like a gun.
If you're living comfortably, you can have maybe several guns. Yeah. Was there anything like make and model? I don't know if that's a gun thing. Make and model.
I don't know enough about guns, but I would like to. I don't think it'd be anything big or heavy duty. I
So like,
would like to have a tranquilizer gun if that's
yeah,
possible.
heck yeah, yeah. I'll say you can have that. Just the one, or like, do you want a couple or something?
What the one tranquilizer and probably one like a pistol or something.
Okay. So you're like you have like you're not wealthy, you're comfortable, but you have wealthy tastes. Do these look any certain way? Are they like decorated?
They're very tacky.
Yeah.
One's like hot pink.
Yeah. Like I was gonna ask if it was like ornate tacky, but it's no, it's like Hello Kitty, like baby's first gun.
Yes, like that.
Like okay,
3D printed.
Yeah.
that's excellent. Yeah. Okay, you have those totally. Um. Oh, Charlie. What did you say you were getting? Um.
Oh, I also want to get a sleeping bag that zips up fully and possibly a padlock.
Yeah, you can get both of those. Gun wise, did you want like I think the range is like pistols, single shot, long arms, and then like assault rifles and shotguns and stuff. Was there anything you wanted specifically?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna take. I mean, I did see that picture, but I still don't think he's gonna need that much.
Okay.
And he'd still be good at punching. So maybe a
Yeah.
couple Glocks or a couple pistols and a I don't know, maybe a rifle just for kicks.
Sure. You're also really great. You're good at punching. You're also good at melee. So if you wanted like a I don't know what kind of melee weapons they would sell in a pawn shop, but if they sell guns, like why would they not sell like swords
Slugger.
and stuff?
I feel like improvised weaponry is gonna be a thing with him.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you get a loadout. You get a sleeping bag that zips all the way up. Like no like face hole or anything, right? Just like
I mean, I don't think he needs to breathe.
yeah, no, he doesn't. So yeah,
And a padlock.
yeah, totally. You can get a padlock.
Cool.
So you come out of the pawn shop, arms loaded with guns and a sleeping bag that's rolled up and a padlock.
Okay, I'm gonna offer to buy one of the guns off of him. I didn't want to go in.
How much are we talking here? Tell you what. You owe me a favor.
Sure. I mean, I couldn't check in a gun in the airport, so yeah.
All right, here you go. He hands a pistol to him, butt first.
Nice. All right.
And then he says, "Bullets are a kiss each."
Nope. I'll give you a
had
shout
to try.
out.
Had
I'll
to
give
try.
you a shout out on YouTube.
Definitely don't do anything like that.
Definitely will. It'll be great. It'll be great. I'm big on Instagram.
Sorry, you know I had to try to shoot my shot.
All right.
He waves a gun at him.
He's just gonna
Wow.
he's just gonna put the gun
Fantastic.
away.
Ah, you're no fun.
Above game, favors go a long way in Vampire. You're undead, so like accumulating resources is not that big of a deal. But favors go a long way. Favors are the reason. Well, the dynamic that exists where favors can happen are the reason that you're all expendable and the reason you're all being sent on.
That's right. Okay, I'll drop a few hundred on him. Be like, there you go.
Do you take 100 over the favor?
I'll just peel them off and just slowly look at them. Peel another one.
Yeah. Oh, hundreds?
I mean,
peel another. Peel
Yeah.
another.
Is that 4
hold
now
it.
or 5?
Hold it.
he kind of looks at him and like unbuttons his top a little bit and is like, "Yeah."
Hold it up on the ice.
Was that 5? Was that 5 or 6? I don't
That was 300. He's
Okay.
his resources are
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'm not worried.
Didn't even
about that.
fucking pay that much.
They're all counterfeit. No, you're good. So
No.
you just came up $300, Charlie. That's not bad.
Very easy way.
I was gonna use that for something else, but that's fine.
Is that a?
This is the most quality secondhand pre-used gun you're gonna see all day. I think it's money well spent.
Glut is in the front seat, playing Tetris on his phone.
That's a solid choice.
You wouldn't know if you heard what you guys are saying at all, but I mean it's audible, so he does. But he's apparently is like, just like, fine, like, you guys do your thing.
Yeah.
Do I have Glut's number?
Um, yeah, I think you would. I think everybody would.
Okay. At some point, V sends Glut multiple articles about Beth Jezus's corruption with angry face emojis, and then like a selfie of her on a bridge,
On a
like
bridge.
a really crappy one, like on the way there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Nice.
So so this would be happening maybe like while Charlie is in the pawn shop, and Glut is like reciprocating as much as somebody can in that sort of situation, like sending the same kind of stuff back, like, oh, I know, dude, like, this guy fucking sucks, like, look at all this shit that he does and doesn't do, and it's the same kind of thing, but he doesn't send a selfie. Yeah, so you're corresponding with Glut.
Heck
Does
yeah.
he send any rat pictures?
Oh god, yeah, no, that's brilliant. Tons. Well, maybe not tons, that's weird, right?
But I mean, cute.
So in place of a selfie, he will just send a picture of a pile of a cuddle puddle of overgrown of overgrown rats, where you sent the selfie.
I send rat pics back. I'm sure there's rats on the bus.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Unexpected rats.
I have to step in. The buses are not that dirty.
And the rats haven't paid for a ticket.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's a commuter rat. It's going somewhere. It's fun.
Yeah, please. He bought
Got
his
a
own
little chef's hat on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So as you all are having, or you two are having that conversation, Glut apparently fucks up somehow, and was there a loss condition for Tetris? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, all the pieces go to the top, and he's like, ah, fuck.
Nice.
You guys done? Anyone need anything else?
Oh no, we're good. We're ready to go to the hovel infested with feral rats now.
He guns it mid sentence.
What a coincidence! So have I.
Nice. So yeah, so you guys are on your way to his presumably rat-infested hovel. Let me pull up his character sheet. Actually, I don't know if I have it up. Yeah, so you guys are on your way. We'll cut back to V. Okay, so we'll move on from where you were sending stuff. I'll say that was like shortly after you fed, and shortly after you corresponded with Jack. So you are 2 days away from San Diego. You are probably good in that time. You'll lose 2 blood points, and you have the option to feed again if you'd like to, or you can feed when you get there. Do you have a preference?
I would say if there's a stop, maybe there's a stop at like a less well-known place, maybe more seedy, then yes. Otherwise, I think I'd just take the loss.
Yeah. Halfway. So halfway. From New York to San Diego would be like the Midwest. Would that be like Iowa and stuff of that sort?
Sure.
That's like further north, right? It doesn't matter. I don't
I
think
don't
it
know.
does. I'm getting too granular. Okay, so yeah. So maybe like almost all the way there. Seedy places would be like Reno, Nevada. Reno's pretty seedy. Pueblo, Colorado is kind of maybe a little bit seedy. Yeah, there's a few places that are like suitably like out of the way and not metropolitan. If you would like to feed.
Okay. Well, probably do feed. Find someone maybe someone stumbling around a little bit drunk, get my drink on so I can sleep through the rest of the ride.
Get a drink on. Yeah, so you said your type is in people who are indulgent, like overindulgers. So we'll say you're one of the stops before you get there is Reno, and there's somebody stumbling drunk. Well, stumbling impaired. You don't know what, maybe. That has made their way seemingly all the way from Vegas. Like they've stumbled all the way out here or something because they look disheveled. Yeah, and they meet your mark if you would like to feed.
Okay. Yeah, this time I'm going to approach and pull out a flask that I have
Yeah,
and offer them a drink.
yeah. They stumble over like, oh hell yeah, I could use that. I was just coming down. Uh, and they snatch it because they're rude. They're a rude person, I guess. Um, and they chug it dry. What's in there? Do you think, or what did you put in there?
Vodka.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So they're fucked up. They were already pretty impaired. But after how long does I don't know how long it takes for someone to be like blackout or whatever after they drink a bunch, but yeah, he's like starting to lose his senses,
Yeah.
his wits.
Well, as he does that, I just pull him into another dark alley, convenient dark alley.
Yeah. He has the wrong impression. He doesn't know what you're going to do. But you're feeding. You're
Yep, I crack open that boy.
nice. Okay. Um, I think there's a check for that for like the grapple and stuff, but whatever. You feed. So you'll do you want to feed 25% again, like the safe level?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're back up to where you were when you last fed. 1 point above what you had, so I think 9 should be
Yep.
where you're at. Cool. Yeah, and you're as satiated as a lick can be. You are well, not as much as you can be, but pretty close. You're comfortable, and if you'd like, you can make your way the rest of the way to San Diego.
Wonderful. Just put on my sleeping mask, take a nap.
Nice. It doesn't matter, but was the flask like nice, like ornate or something?
I think it was just a plain throwaway. I think this is a scam she pulls off regularly.
Yeah, it's more function over form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in the course of those 2 days, Jack and Charlie, well, shortly after you left the pawn shop, you would have arrived to Glut's hovel. And from the exterior, it's pretty nice. It's pretty much just a house. But the one unusual detail is that it has a sewer access that he uses to get in and out of his actual like haven, his actual God, what is it? Domain. And that is like rat infested more so than like things that are rat infested tend to be. Like whatever the level above infested is, it's totally like it's crawling with rats. And these ones are just normal sewer rats. Like they're not bigger, they're not more well behaved, they're not cleaner. They're rats. But they seem to have a rapport with him, despite being like kind of wily. But he welcomes you both to make yourselves at home in the sewer area, should you wish, or in the like front house.
Gotcha.
The facade.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I really
No,
have to
no.
go to the bathroom. I've
No,
been
you're
trying to like find. I'm so sorry.
My bad. I didn't give you a break.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You go for it.
See, when she was eating, that would have been the perfect time. But
are we far enough in that we should like break? Like, I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah. Why not?
I feel so bad. We're not even near Beesbos yet.
Yeah, it's all good. If we get another chance to do a one shot, we could like finish it off or something. Like it's not.
That's true. This is really good. Like I love the flavor in this game.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Sorry, you were saying, Nia?
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, I agree. I'm enjoying it.
So we started 6:30ish. Yeah. Okay, we'll take a break. Hey, we'll be right back. We're going to break. Yeah. We're alive.
We are vampires.
We're dead.
We did undead.
Yeah. What was the last? Christ, I just memory wiped. Oh, you
We
guys
got
got
to
to
the
the house.
house.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
the secondary location.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Glut got you to the secondary location. With totally.
Oh no.
Like, totally. Oh, that's awful. He welcomes you to stay in the front house, the facade house, if you'd like to. Um, and he says you can go down into the sewer part if you want. He assumes you don't. But yeah, you all have 2 days before V gets there. So that means you're losing at least if you don't do anything fancy, 2 blood points. So that takes you both down. I'll say you lost one when you got there. That it was just the end of the night.
Yeah.
So you're both at 7. And then by the end of the 2 days, you will have lost 2 more. So you'll be at 5, which is okay. That's halfway. But if anyone's feeling peckish, you're more than welcome to feed.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to go feed. We don't need to go too into the details on this one if no one wants to, but I think honestly, playing to his character, he would probably go to a club and find a nice, like, attractive, possibly high, but not like to the point of non-consent leather daddy, and take him to like a hotel and have a good time and feed.
Yeah. Do you
He'd
want
to do that. Yeah. What would I roll for that?
Okay.
Roll to seduce?
I think it actually would be. I think it would be like a social, like, definitely charisma, or
yeah.
I feel like that's more charisma than manipulation.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more what you're going for. So charisma, and then empathy would be good. Maybe expression. You like woo him with some, I don't know, some like leather knowledge, leather lore.
Roll for leather.
So when I roll, so when we're rolling for charisma, okay, let me see if everything is adding for strength. Oh, here it is. Add for charisma. Okay. I don't have anything on expression because I don't really know much about that. I just roll with anything. What would the difficulty be on this one?
Okay, so do you have fame, right?
I do have fame. A little bit of fame.
I honestly don't know how that would. I mean, I know like in like above game terms how it would factor in. Like, you might be well known enough that you would be like, yeah, I'm down.
Random people start to recognize your face. You're a minor celebrity. Because again, it's been a while since he's been in, Zach and Max Track Pack Attack, and he
is Jack from Jack and Max Track Pack Attack about to have a Jack snack?
He might have Jack snack.
A snack attack.
Yeah. He's back. But anyways, yeah. So it would be
parentheses.
It would be a thing where like some people might notice him, but he's a former child star. That's it's gonna be a specific clientele who.
I swear to God, I just like imagine that picture of Macaulay Culkin who's like just trying to buy his fucking toothpaste, and he's just like glaring daggers at the person taking his picture.
Yeah. So in that case, what would the roll be on that?
How many dots in fame do you have?
I have 2.
Okay. I'll say that's a 4 then. I'll subtract it from a standard of 6.
All right, I'm gonna roll. See if I can hook up with the. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's equivalent to like a modified 20, I think, in D&D.
Damn.
You can you can play that out however you'd like to. I'll just say you were successful, resoundingly successful.
Okay. Yeah.
At the very least, you feed. Anything beyond that is like your night goes exactly how you would hope it would. I'll say that.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'm going home with a really like a hot bear, and
are you bringing them back to
No. His place, obviously.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna feed, and it's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna kill him or anything. It's gonna just be enough for him to be all like, blissed out. It's great. He's just gonna be chill. We're gonna be vibing.
How long do you think this sleepover lasts?
I'll book it before dawn.
Okay, of the first dawn.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know what? I'll say in that time, you'll be able to feed more than once if you'd like. Um, I don't know if the
Hey.
human body replenishes blood that fast, but I'm gonna say it does for our purposes. So yeah, you could take anywhere between 4 to 6 points if you'd like.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, well, he has a lot of spinach, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's that
Is
easy
that
to
what you
cook.
call it?
um, hey, I'm having a great time, okay? Um, so wait, does that bring me all the way up? No, it brings me all the way to 9
Yeah.
before.
I think
Yeah.
if your generation is 13, your max is 10. I think.
Yeah. So no, yeah, my max would be 10. So that by the next day it would bring me to 9. So I'm gonna keep it at that just to so yeah, I'm gonna do the walk of shame back back to the front house early in the morning.
Yeah.
Um
Charlie, are you there, or do you think you set off to feed too?
No, he's like, he knows they're going out for like a nice meal, so he's trying to like stay hungry. Like, like why would you get Subway for lunch if you know you're going to like this incredible Italian place that evening? Like, no. So he went out and he hung out for a bit. He shot some pool and then he came back to the house a little bit before dawn and zipped himself up in his padlocked sleeping bag and kept waking up fitfully thinking he hears scratching.
The padlock is for the sleeping bag. I wondered what it was
Padlock is for
for.
the
I
sleeping
didn't
bag.
realize that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
And it's like the most travel coffin. That's
Yeah,
so
he
funny.
was
So
hoping
funny.
for any remote barrier between him and a given rat. So the fact that he's sleeping upstairs is very nice, and he would have chosen like the highest floor that the house has, or possibly the attic. But he's also got that sleeping bag just for security.
Oh, actually, so the main house would be relatively clean. I think it's like maybe Glut actually keeps it as like a front, as like a normal residence that wouldn't raise any suspicion. So it's like a house, like kitchen, maybe like 1.5 bath, I guess. It's 2 bedroom. Sure, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm getting that granular with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So
so
the
it's
following night, he'll raid the fridge and distribute it to the local homeless population.
yeah, totally that works. So you're at 5 hunger if my math is right. Jack, you come back with uh having
A
had your
lack of
snack.
snack.
Yeah. With 9, you're like you're coming apart at the seams with how much blood you're full of. Oh, minor, super minor thing. When you all take in blood, it ceases to be blood. It's like infused with like the mystical, weird, like woo woo forces of being a vampire and becomes vitae. So if that ever comes up, like technically you're full of something other than blood, but it's like it's vampire blood.
A
Um,
fucking Catholic wrote this game.
Hey.
Maybe, yeah, possibly.
Yeah,
With
probably.
how weird it is, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I can say that
Okay.
I was raised Catholic, so I'm allowed
Hey.
to say
Same
that.
hat.
Do we have ex Catholic like?
Yep.
It's just grape
Solidarity.
juice. I saw it come out of the fridge in the worship hall. There's no secret.
It's so funny.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you're maybe on the hungry side, but you're not starving. Jack, you're good. You're good to go. That's the first day. Did you feed enough to not have to like worry about feeding again, Jack? Like you're still
Yeah,
at
because
10.
and again, I wanted to feed enough to, get a little buzzed. So, immediately upon going back in, just like gets in the
Oh,
bathtub and watches YouTube videos that I think are funny.
like an
Hey! Hey!
I turned the volume up.
I gotta piss. Fine, I'll do it outside.
That's so good.
Charming.
Like the empty bathtub or
Yeah, it's gonna be an empty bathtub.
Oh,
He's just gonna lie
using-
down. He's just gonna like he's like, oh, this seems nice and cool. So he's gonna lie down in an empty bathtub and prop his feet up and just
Yeah.
watch YouTube videos on his phone.
you're using it as a coffin essentially.
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it would be amusing, and then I lost track of where I was.
Enjoy that crick in your neck. Americans.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. Americans.
Oh,
Hate it.
Floridians.
Yeah, so that's the end of that day. I'll say, since you're both unless you want to feed memory wipe again, Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless you want to feed the next day, you'll be down to 4, which is like approaching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, not starving, but kind of
I
hungry.
mean,
Um,
if he has to, if he's getting the sense that they may not just be rolling up on Jeff's place like
Mhm.
the next day, he might have like little a snack.
yeah. So you're in SD, you're in San Diego. Congo.com headquarters is in Portland, Oregon.
Oh yeah.
It's I actually did research this part. 20 hours.
Nice.
20-hour drive.
Ah, Jesus. Yeah.
So technically, yeah, it will be the next day, but it'll be 20 hours.
I'll go for a
So
nibble.
okay.
He
Um,
he leaves with like a wagon or a wheelbarrow that he like found in the house's respectable shed, and it's
Yeah.
just full of groceries.
oh, from the fridge, yeah.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
like redistributes that and ditches the wheelbarrow and goes to a bar.
I picture him just like letting it roll like the coffin dolly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, do you you're looking to feed, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have a type?
I mean, I think I've also established we're on kind of an eat the rich situation. Just, I mean, because they've got the best healthcare in America, or they've got the best healthcare that money can buy in America. So they're like organic, free range dipshits, and he's very, clean body, clean mind. So.
He wears Asics trainers.
Yeah, he waits outside a theater until this rich couple comes out with their son, and they cut down a dark house.
yeah. God, that's good. Yeah, we'll say that's exactly what happens.
Okay.
Do you want it to be with their son? Yeah. That I'll say on one level, like ooh, that's weird. But also it would be harder, like for sure, it would be harder to get any of them.
Yeah.
Like off.
Go for
Yeah.
Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
I'll say you have options, so that is one of them. But this is downtown San Diego. Glut I think lives pretty close, and maybe that's where you go. And it's got that sort of thing going where like it's extreme affluence, like skyscrapers and weird like like metropolitan like downtown gas lamp like wealth mixed with very close by and maybe intermixed poverty, and that's where you had to distribute all the food from Glut's fridge. It's show food, like he doesn't need it. Oh,
that's what I'm counting on.
actually, and I'm totally not just making this up. It isn't. It's actually Glut's food, but I don't think he would care.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Glut has above game just because it's like funny. Glut has the merit eats food, so he can actually stomach like eating stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but you're good.
Well, he has no way of knowing that about him. So
yeah, no, exactly.
He's
like
just
vampires.
very good at keeping up appearances.
Exactly. Yeah. You know vampires don't eat. You don't know any that do. So you're like, oh, it's just show food. So yeah, no harm, no foul. But yeah, that's where you are. So you have the option of like a theater. You have the option of like big business headquarters and stuff. Like you have a pretty like wide range of rich fucks to choose from.
I mean, he might like try to find where some people are like working, like if they're sex workers and they're out, and he's just going to kind of find an unoccupied spot kind of near that and just like leer at cars and unbutton his shirt a little bit.
So you're waiting.
Not overly complicated.
Yeah, and the idea is you're waiting like for like someone who's like apparently affluent. Yeah,
but
okay.
if somebody pulls up in like a fucking like Kia Soul, he's gonna be like, "Hey, keep moving, take a hike."
Yeah,
he's waiting for like the nice car.
A few Kia Souls pass by. A few beat down Civics go by too.
Yep.
Then nice car. a Lambo, Murcielago, pulls up, um, in front of you. They pull up, and they don't roll down their window yet. I think they're waiting for you.
Okay. He kind of strolls up to the window.
It rolls down, and you, from the angle, because it's like a low slung, like exotic car, you don't see the person, but you see the suit that they are wearing. It
Mm-hmm.
is nice as hell. You see the watch that they're wearing, even nicer. Um, and you hear them ask what your rate is.
I did no research on this.
Yeah.
It's close to like
Fuck.
you want 1,000 if it's gonna be like, hold on, sorry. You want closer to 1,000 if it's gonna be like third base. If we're going to something that's a little bit less, closer to like 500 to 800, and that's if you're cheap. Like this is like being cheap.
Also, this is a rich dude, like Matt.
I was gonna say with a
Yeah.
car like this,
So maybe go a few thousand.
I was gonna say, shit, what have I gotten myself into as a player?
Yeah.
Ah.
I only knew up to the word rate, and that's all I knew. So yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We're gonna get through this together. 2,000 for an hour. We can talk about the evening. Make it worth your while.
That
And he
works.
winks.
Yeah. He pops his door open. Do they have like auto opening door? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, he reaches over and opens the door for you.
All right. He slides in.
And then well, what do we like say, like cut to black or something, or what?
Yeah, or
Okay.
like I don't think he's actually gonna have sex with him.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I think
kinda
he'd
like-
just be like, can you find a place to park? Like there's a lot around the corner or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh well, you don't want to like take me somewhere you might be seen or something.
Yeah, I think he would buy into that pretty easy.
And then chomp.
Chomp.
Fade to chomp.
Is there a role in that somewhere? Like okay, I'll ask. What's your manipulation stat?
Oh, that's a good question.
2?
Looks like 2.
Do you have any subterfuge under talents?
Nope. I have 2 streetwise.
Oh, actually that will work. So manipulation and streetwise. We'll also say that factors into your knowing like what kind of rate goes well, and that like you nailed that. So your cover is like up to this point totally good. But yeah, let's see a manipulation plus streetwise difficulty.
I mean, this guy knows what he's looking for.
Yeah.
Like, I have access to the throat region.
Yeah. Difficulty 4. Yeah.
Okay, so
dice.
this is gonna be fun. Hold on. Okay, so add you said streetwise?
Yeah, manipulation and streetwise. Or actually, okay, so there's a bit of subterfuge going on here for sure, because you're like, I'm a sex worker, but really you're a vampire trying to feed.
I mean, he didn't really say that. He just asked him how much. It could be how much to get fed on.
I mean, yeah.
He never said he was a sex worker.
I guess so, but
it was implied.
Therein lies the manipulation, I think. So I think maybe manipulation is the best role for that. If you can come up with a case for charisma or something else, like I'm open to it.
Okay. Well, I mean, can you scroll down? Oh no, back to the last page would be great because I need to see what I have to work with. Man, if only firearms could come into play.
Well,
larceny or something. You can use firearms and larceny to rob him later if you want.
Man, he does not really have any high stats.
Yeah, toward the beginning they're all like around 3. Like that's the highest you usually get.
I mean, even in like attributes, like he's maxed out on strength, but like that's it.
He's a strong
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
I guess he could flex a little bit. He's got
Yeah.
3 perception, 3 intelligence, 2 wits. Manipulation, appearance, and charisma are all 2s. I don't know what should I be looking for? I don't know. I forget what this is dependent on.
Streetwise.
Yeah, so I think the base was manipulation and streetwise was what we're saying it might be, but it's meant to be like pretty flexible. So if there's something that you think works better that you have better stats in, like that could work too.
I mean, streetwise is probably the top thing he has that would be adjacent to this.
Okay, yeah, we'll just do manipulation and streetwise then. And this is just to see how well you sell that deception, that particular deception.
Okay, so
already got it for you.
Oh, okay.
And what's the difficulty? 4.
Yeah,
right?
4. Mm-hmm.
So roll.
Okay. Big money, no whammies.
You clicked modify.
Oh.
Click roll.
Next to this one right here?
Yeah.
Motherfuck.
What was that? Sorry.
3 successes.
It was 3.
No, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so in this system, one is all you need, and you're good. And 3 is equivalent to like,
I thought that was what we had to beat or something. Yeah, like we had to beat a 4 is what I thought. And I was like, I do not have enough here to do that.
It is sort of like that, but each of your dice count. So like, if you roll all your dice and any of them are above 4, that's how many successes you have.
Okay.
Yeah. Or no. So, no. Yeah. That's how it works. So as it is here, 3 of the dice that you rolled were above 4 or 4 exactly. And that's 3 out of the 4. So that's pretty good. That's a good roll.
Okay.
And yeah, you sell it perfectly. Like he might be a little tentative, but that's just because he's like nervous about doing something that's technically illegal and shouldn't be. Whatever. So you
he's rich. It's not really illegal for him.
That's true. Yeah. So he's nervous because he might have to spend money in this fucked up system that we have in Earth 2.
Stranger just got into his car, so like good times.
Yeah, and he drives around to wherever you say is the best spot to be out of the way. Maybe some pretense goes on, but eventually you feed. How much are you taking from this rich?
I mean, he wants to not be in trouble, but he's still like trying to stay nice and thirsty for Beth. So
so you were at 5?
I would have been at so there's one day that yes, I would have been at 5.
Okay. So 2 or 3 is the safe number. That's where you will feed. He will be in ecstasy. So you kind of weren't lying, in a sense. But
nice.
Yeah, he will be totally safe. He will be like woozy as if you had taken a bit of blood, as people do when you take their blood. But he won't be like harmed or anything. That's the safe area.
I just gave away the orange slices.
5 is a hospital stay. If you take 5 points, he
Damn.
will need to see. Yeah, he'll need to.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He seems rich, but I don't know what kind of rich he is. So, yeah. Can I like take 2?
Yeah, so easily, like safely, you could take 2.
Okay.
So yeah, you feed for 2 points. You're up to 7 now, if my math's right.
Yeah.
And it is, I'll say like 3 hours out from dawn.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna head on back.
Okay. Jack.
Also, do I have money now?
Sure. Do you want to take money from his wallet or something?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do. He's dazed enough. Do you want to seal the punctures?
Yeah.
Okay. That's my
while I'm here, while I'm in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and then you take the contents of his wallet. Are you just taking cash?
Yeah.
Okay. So you empty his wallet of cash. There's how much does a rich dude carry on him?
That's a question none of us know.
More than $5.
At least
20.
Yeah, at least 20. I'll say it's a hundo. I'll say it's 2, because he was looking to like spend. So yeah, you come up $200.
I told him 2,000. That cheapskate.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was planning to pay with a credit card. He was hoping you had a.
You got a scanner there?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, so maybe it's justified that you had 200.
I don't have the little
Maybe
doodad on
he's
my
gonna
phone.
Venmo.
There are
Maybe he
apps
was
for
gonna
that.
Venmo you. You know.
Oh, you know what?
Why don't you Venmo yourself using his phone?
Oh my god.
No, that's how you do it actually.
Okay, cool. So yeah, if he's got that, then yeah. We spend like an awkward
Absolutely.
3 minutes before I head out of the car, like, okay, so it's you forgot your password. Well, okay. Well, I mean I could text your phone, but I don't know if you want that in your history. Okay. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Do you want to try to Venmo yourself from his phone?
I mean, he should be paying me anyway.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
sure.
in accordance with that. Okay, that'll be either intelligence or wits plus computer.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what these stats are for him.
You have a +1 on computer.
No, I can't. I need to see the rest of them. I'm sorry, I don't read that fast. Sorry.
Oh no, but you would just click intelligence and then you would add the number for computer.
But what are the other options? Knowledge,
academics, politics, technology.
Okay, and it's got to be that same column. Okay. So yeah, I guess.
So yeah, either intelligence or wits plus computer. I think your best pool would be intelligence and computer. I think that'd be 4 dice. How old do you think you are, Charlie?
I feel like he probably came over in the what's it? The
like around the time Irish were immigrating here.
I think so. Yeah, I think he spent a hot minute like in the mines in West Virginia and was like, "Fuck this shit," and like joined the military because fuck it.
God,
I'm not gonna die in the
fantastic.
ground like an asshole.
So yeah, you've been around a while. It doesn't matter too much. But what age do you think you returned? This would be your apparent age. Like this would be how
probably like low 30s.
And then because me, dipshit Marcus, doesn't know when Irish were immigrating over, was it like World War One or like 2?
It was prior.
It would be way before.
Prior to 2?
Well, yeah, no, it would have been like late 1800s.
Okay.
Right around the Civil War.
So you're pushing like
100. Or right after.
Or like not pushing 100, but like you're well over 100 years?
He has Papa level understanding of smartphones.
Yeah, we'll say that's the case. Like you have a working knowledge of smartphones. Did you roll that? What was it?
No, it hasn't been rolled yet.
Okay.
So should I put in computer or has it already been done? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the system.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
And then intelligence or difficulty. I don't think it would be that hard. I'll say if you're familiar enough with computers and you've been around long enough, I'll say like 3.
Oh, might want to roll it.
Oh, oops. Well, I got 2 each time, I guess.
Yeah. So it's just above a marginal success. So how does that look? It's just using a phone.
Okay, but what are this NPC's stats?
Yeah. He's kind of a faceless, like, is it like, this is just how well you're using the device. So he might see that you're using it, but he's also kind of enraptured from the embrace or the kiss.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah. So he's probably registering that you're using it, but he's not paying too much attention to what you're doing.
Well, he's paying something.
Maybe you're trying to hurry just so he doesn't come out of it too soon and ask. Like,
yeah, maybe.
what you're doing. So we'll say
I guess in that case, I would have to guess his password, unless it's one of those phones where I can just like grab his hand and put his fingerprint on the home button.
Oh my god, yeah. For the sake of making things interesting, we'll say you do that. You grab his thumb and unlock his phone with it. And you Venmo yourself another 2 hundo. So you've come up 400.
All right, he goes home.
And then yeah, it's a few hours out from dawn. Jack, you're not hungry at all, but was there anything you were planning on doing this second day while you wait for V?
I don't know. I'm probably going to. I mean, I'm gonna see if there's like a party scene, I guess. If any of it's like relatively interesting. But I don't know. I think I might just be clubbing.
Like find you in an alley 2 days later.
Like I really think I might just be clubbing a lot. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what he'd be doing. He'd be like spending the days like in daylight hours, just kind of like chilling out, max, relaxing, all cool, and then he'll just go out and club afterwards. Oh, I don't hear anything.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I
Oh,
wanted to
no.
make you roll for that. Wait.
Okay.
Still? Oh, okay. Yeah, you club successfully and vigorously. You're so good at clubbing. So good. You're practiced.
Oh yeah.
Um.
I was in here last night raving.
Every now and then, he will try to take a little drug, and see if it actually affects him, and then get really bummed out when it doesn't.
It never does.
How many thousands of dollars in party drugs have gone into this vampire pointlessly?
Every now and then he finds out about one that everyone says is really, really great, and he tries it, and then he gets really frustrated, so then he tries whoever's trying it. And
do you want to do that now?
I might as well, just a little bit, just enough.
Oh my god!
Just enough.
So yeah, we'll say it's some sort of designer drug. It's something new, something brand spanking new out of the drug labs.
I don't know anything about drugs.
Yeah, I know a little about drugs, not enough to like. Yeah. We'll say it's a hallucinogen.
We're all learning stuff tonight.
Yeah. A lab-produced hallucinogen that people are trying, and you score some for free. You flex your like fame a little bit and get a taste for free. Of course, it doesn't work. But you are in kind of a hovel, like a little corner of the club where people are using it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and there's plenty of people, upward of like three or four people that are using it around you in this dark, strobe lighty, music pumpy club. If you'd like to try.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can maybe like convince someone to go out in the alley and do a little necking. Literally.
You could even do it in. So the club is dark. Humans don't have that good of eyesight. You could do it covertly here, or you could leave them out if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it covertly here. It's not gonna. It'll just look like gross. So.
So that would be. So subterfuge, I think for sure would work really well. Stealth also would work. Attributes, I'm not sure. Maybe manipulation.
Yeah, it might be manipulation, honestly.
Maybe dexterity. Maybe.
Yeah. Because I mean, I could be trying to be charismatic about it, but trying to get someone to make out with you just for the sake of scoring is probably more manipulation, even though it's going to give me less rolls. I don't know. What do you think?
I'll say the charismatic part would be more if you're leading someone out, and you totally can if you want to.
Okay. I think I want to be a little charismatic. I want to try for it.
Okay.
Hey, you got nice hair.
So charisma and empathy would be good. Subterfuge could work too. You're like putting on the front a little bit.
I might do subterfuge.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So.
If like I said, these characters are yours. If at any point you see like stats in something that you like just don't have any interest in, you can feel free to redistribute them to like whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but subterfuge would work because he's you know, he's being sly and sneaky. He's at the club, and this is what he wants.
Yeah.
And what would the difficulty on this one be? Like 6?
I don't think it's that hard. I'll say 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what happens.
It's on the harder side because people are
What the
around you.
hell?
Was it another 0?
It was a 5.
Wait, is that yours? The 2? Oh, Jesus Christ! Wow.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Drugs and people.
Nobody suspects a thing. There's people literally all around you. They don't pay any mind. They maybe like woo a little bit because they're like, oh, these people are necking and shit. But you successfully feed from this guy. You could just take a taste and get enough of the drug. But if you'd like to take up to 3 points of blood too, you can do that.
No, just enough with the drug, and then of course I'll cover the wound, so you know there's nothing.
Yeah. So you take, we'll say 1 point. I think that'll put you back at 10, right?
Yeah. Well.
Okay. And then yeah, the closing the wound is a matter of licking it, and that's like still like
part of the whole thing.
Yeah, still inconspicuous and given the circumstances. And moments later, not too long later, you feel the effect of the drug, and it is a hallucinogen. It's like, you get the swirlies. Like,
Nice.
I don't know how familiar you guys are with hallucinogens, but
I'm a good girl. I don't know about my wife here.
So
I have friends who did. I didn't, but
okay. So yeah, one of the things that you get with hallucinogens is swirlies, which is like you look at a wall and it's pretty much what it sounds like. Like if there's a pattern, the pattern will appear to swirl.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, it's like, you know, when you're looking at the ceiling and it seems like it's shifting a little bit.
Yes.
It's just that, but without having the weird, like, focusing or unfocusing your eyes.
That sounds like vertigo.
Yeah. Imagine trying to drag somebody from the club like that.
I don't have to imagine. I think we're about to role play it.
Yeah, and that's maybe yeah. How often do you think you do this? Like feed from somebody who's impaired just for the hit?
Quite often.
Okay.
Quite often. Yeah. No, like this is part of his hedonism thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's kind of like trying to disappear from the world for a while.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, you know.
So if you do it frequently enough, the days of travel that you've been through maybe have been like the few days that you haven't gone without it, or that you have gone without it. So this is a welcome reprieve from that. You're back into the swing of things, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
which of course is yeah.
Yeah. So was there anything else you were wanting to do while you were out?
Oh, just unhealthy coping mechanisms.
I heard that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He just, you know, somebody mentioned the YouTube video and he's like, no, I need to get fucked up. So yeah, he's gonna find somewhere nice to look at the lights and
yes, nice.
And
they pop. The colors of the lights pop.
Oh hell yeah. And then when he feels like he can walk home, which relatively like can he? I don't know. He's gonna totter back.
Wait a second. Gameplay question.
Sure.
Can vampires in this? Does it depend on your clan or something? Can vampires in this universe turn into stuff?
Yes. So a couple can. I think. Let me look at them real quick. Gangrel for sure can. They have a discipline, class feature pretty much, called animalism. The first level is just feral whispers, so they can talk to animals in a limited fashion.
I mean, I can too. That's not special.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have animals?
They ignore. No, they ignore me. But no, in real life.
Nosferatu also have that ability, so that's why Glut has so many animal friends. The later levels of that, the level just after that is like claws. You get claws, pretty dope. But further on, I think you can straight up turn into like wolves and shit. It's pretty cool. So the classes I have here, these are like the most like normal ones. There's some that are like really fucked up and out there that I think can turn into stuff, and like give themselves like bone claws and stuff. But I think that's pretty much, yeah. Another game in this system in World of Darkness is Werewolf, and that's pretty much what it sounds like. And it's not, as far as I understand, it's not limited to wolves. You can turn into like rat were-rats, yeah, and like were-ravens and stuff. Yeah.
That would not be a good game for me to try because I would spend the entire time just like fucking off and being ridiculous and
Yeah.
like digging through people's trash and just
Yeah.
not
You know, like
not
very
participating in the spirit of the game as it was intended.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit in the spirit, being like a
Yeah. Actually, I do want to do one thing.
Oh yeah.
Don't dig through the trash.
No, I want to text I do want to just like start texting Charlie just pictures of things that look really cool and be like, you should come hang. But it's just like odd looking bricks on the wall or like the lights of the club or like, you know, there's like an oil spill on the ground as he's walking.
Yes.
And he's just like, this is the most amazing thing ever. You should totally hang. These people are great. And it's just like a blurred face.
He stops on the way home and like shows one of his new homeless friends like this picture on his phone, like the most coherent picture, and he's like, "What do you think? Is he fit? Is he cute? I don't know. What do you Americans think?"
Is he? Did he take selfies too?
Oh yeah, but the
okay.
selfies are like, you know, like if the shirt's up, he doesn't know. Like,
yeah,
you know, so like he's trying to do that picture that the you know the boys do.
Yeah.
But you know, he didn't quite hit the mesh crop top is like caught in his fingers a little bit.
He's flipping through pictures on the phone like he's probably worth it, right?
He's wearing a mesh crop top. Let's not push ourselves a little.
That's not like guaranteed trouble, right?
Yeah, so he's gonna try to get home.
I could survive that.
Yeah, I'll say so. Exactly around the time that you are finishing up the Venmo transfer, that's when you start getting those pictures. So on your way home, you're getting pictures of random stuff, of seemingly like normal stuff.
Like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life.
And then you both make your way home. I think, or not home, but to the home base. V. It was 2 days. You were 2 days away. We'll just skip ahead and say you you were taking pictures and stuff and corresponding with Glut. Maybe the whole time. But it's 2 days later and you arrive at the airport. Oh, actually, quick order of business. Once you're both back, the next night, I guess, after the sun goes down, Glut is heading out. He lets you both know that he's going to pick up V, as they have arrived at the airport, or they've made their way to the combo like transit station airport, yada yada.
Will you be coming back here?
We'll have to, yeah. You're welcome to come along, but I mean, it's I'm just picking them up.
How many rats will be in the car this time?
All of them. I don't go anywhere without them.
Okay, I will be here. Thank you so much for that. And he locks himself in the bathroom and watches YouTube videos because it doesn't feel very nice now, does it?
Jack is like, what? Oh, okay, all right. And he's gonna get in his sleeping bag then.
Don't turn on a black light in there.
Unzip it completely and just like set it out and get like some pillows and stuff and just like lounge.
The most secondhand sleeping bag in all of San Diego.
Sleeping shaves. Yes, so Glut will head out and arrive at the airport just around the time that V also arrives there conveniently. Wow, look at that. V, you'll notice this incredibly conspicuous car too. Blacked out windows, almost blacked out windshield. Glut in the window again. Yeah.
Okay, and I recognize Glut from the window, or would I know? Okay.
It's hard to see. You have Auspex, right?
I do.
Okay. That's actually a good point to use it. Yeah, I don't even know if it's a roll, but if you want to activate Auspex, I think it just costs a blood point.
Yeah, okay, sure, sounds cool. I have two dots in Auspex.
Oh, Wow, that's a lot. I forget what the second dot does. Do you know? Because I know the first one
Uh,
is just heightened senses.
the second one I think is reading auras. Yeah, aura perception.
Is that what the Toreador is that what it was? Like the default, the pre-gen?
No,
Okay.
I shifted the points around
I
during
was
the
like,
freebie portion.
okay. I was like, did I add that and like totally forget what it does? No, that's cool. That's awesome. So I forget if you activate each dot uh like if you have to pay a blood point to do like level 2 and level 1, but it's yeah, the windshield is dark enough that with your normal vision you can like just not make out too much. But if you spend a blood point to activate aspects, your senses heighten uh markedly. Like you you pick up on the spare little bits of light that are shining through that windshield as if they were like tenfold. And you're able to see Glut there and his weird by certain standards, disfigured form, and he's waving. And there's some rats too, and they're like poking their heads up.
Okay. I go around and head to the passenger seat in the front.
Yeah.
Pull on the door.
So when you try to open the door, it's welded shut. Um, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
real. I don't know why I made that choice because that wasn't something I planned ahead of time. I just thought it.
Only the rats get shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just thought it was funny,
Look a
and
little
it kind
bit.
of is. But
It
yeah. So
is. A little
so
bit confused. Try to
yeah, it's locked. You're welcome to try any of the other doors.
Yeah, I try the door, just the regular side.
Yeah, it's open. That one's open and not arbitrarily welded shut. Uh,
Glut, are you aware that your doors are welded shut?
yeah, security purposes. Like if anybody's trying to get to me, they'll have to either come directly to me through the driver's side or through the back, which is that gives me advantages either way. I think. I think.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind, I get kind of car sick. Mind if I just climb over to the front?
Uh, sure, but I mean, you'll have to climb through and then he slides down the like divider thing, and it's like just a window. If you,
Sure, that's fine. That's fine. I can do that.
that was I don't know why I did that. That's I can just unweld or like break it back open when we get back or something. I don't know why I did that. I don't think it's that much of a advantage, but yeah, you're welcome to sit up front. And he calls out to some of the rats. I have names for them. Hold on. Hazel, Louise, Holly, please move aside. Our guest is sitting in the front seat. Thank you. And they scurry aside very politely and sit in the middle instead. And you're able to sit in the front.
Sweet.
And he guns
Okay.
it. he fucking guns it.
Okay.
Was there anywhere you were looking to stop before we go back to the haven, to the domain?
Nope, not at all. Probably on the way there, she pulls her sketchbook out and begins doodling Glut, but it's very bad
Yeah.
because the car is very unstable.
He's watching. He's like driving, still really recklessly. When you say you don't have anywhere to stop, he's like guns it more than he did initially. Um, and he's periodically and maybe too frequently looking over to look at what you're drawing. He's like, "That's wow, that's really good. That's a good likeness. People don't draw me that often, but that's yeah, I like that. You're good at that."
Well, you have very unique features. It'd be a shame not to draw you.
Wow, wow, that's very true. But nobody usually says that with that tone. That's funny. That's nice. Thank you.
Aww.
Oh, Glut, you've never been to any of my art shows.
Yeah, so he's looking over too much because he's like totally taken by being drawn. He loves it. And you all shortly arrive at his haven.
I'm
At the
so
front
glad. I
door.
thought you were going to say they got in a car accident.
No, God. uh,
Oh, well, that's okay. It's fine.
um, you. Oh yeah, you were both like you swapped places, right? Like one's in the bathtub, one's in the
Mhm.
sleeping bag. Okay. Um, so I don't think it's been that long. I think he lives close enough to the airport where it would have only been like a couple hours, if that. And it's late since we're licks. So maybe not even a couple hours, maybe just an hour. So an hour later, um, the front door opens and in comes V, and Glut shortly behind, and 7 rats, and 1 raven.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll close my book, which of course I'm reading the go-to picture of Dorian Gray, and we'll just stand directly on top of the sleeping bag and shift my feet a little bit, and then just kind of kick it into a pile behind me, and
The disrespect.
yeah, and just head on over and hold out my hand to her. And I say, "Oh, Jack Pellinor, at your service."
Jack Pellinor, I'm familiar. And V takes Jack's hand, but then pulls him in and gives them 2 cheek kisses.
Oh, yes, definitely. Does a cheek kiss and goes, "Oh, I was lucky enough to see one of your galleries a while back."
Oh, and how did you find it?
The color was the choice of color was unique.
The choice of color.
I might have been a little distracted. I'm not very good at art. I don't do art very well.
Cut to the gallery show, like however long ago it was, and I think Jack was also on some sort of like hallucinogen then. if that's fair to say.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Jack would not be having a good time. It's mostly like charcoal artwork. There's actually really no color. There's some splotches of red.
He only thought there was color.
Yeah. It was just tripping balls.
It's pretty dark, pretty macabre artwork into the psyche of deeply troubled individuals.
Oh man, because like he'll definitely be like, "Yeah, it was hot. It was nice."
Huh? I've never heard someone describe it that way, but I can see your perspective.
Anyways, the other guy's in the bathtub, and I'll just like shout, "Are you done yet?"
I knew you'd come crawling back. He opens the door. He's in a bathrobe. Hello. Nice to meet you. Charlie Abernathy at your service. I hear we're gonna kill a man.
We certainly are, but not before I get a portrait of each of you. She grabs her sketchbook and begins doodling right there.
Oh, why is that really? Why is that necessary? Do you need to know my face for some reason?
Yeah, start voguing.
Oh my god!
Everyone needs to know your face for many reasons.
No, I'm not gonna vote. I'm gonna try to do that pose. You know that pose that every guy does, where he's just in show business, where it's just kind of like they're leaning slightly, and they think that that's like a pose.
You got your hand on your.
Yeah, like, yeah. Like sometimes they'll move a hand. Only Billy Porter knows how to do photos on the red carpet.
I need to make a character for him. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. But he's gonna do the generic white bread thing. Yeah, he's into it.
So there's a role for that. I think expression for sure. V, if you want to see how well you render these portraits.
Yeah.
So expression for sure. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe dexterity.
Well, I put dots into craft for
craft also works.
If that's for art.
Perception, I think also would be good as far as like eyeing your subject.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll do perception plus craft then.
Yeah. How long do you think you've been doing art, including like your time as a human?
I think V has been doing art for their entire life. Really.
Yeah, you're a professional, right? Okay, so we'll say it's not going to be very hard. Difficulty 3.
Okay. Let's see. And perception, where are you? Oh, right there. Difficulty, you said 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
8?
Damn, y'all.
You're a god. You're a god at this. It takes you no time at all, and you render them the lighting, the forms and figure of each of their faces is perfect, and you did it in no time whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Flip over my sketchbook. Ta-da!
Oh
God damn.
my god.
Not fucking around. That's the most Toreador thing I've seen all day.
How much for this? I've only seen this for 5 minutes and I'm willing to die for it.
I was gonna say this is good enough. You could sell it right now. So like, if you want
Oh, it's not for sale.
to. Ooh.
Can I take a picture of it?
No, I get it. She's trying to see if we're good enough thieves to take it from her. This is a test.
Jack, do you think this is nice enough to key in your weakness?
Oh.
Yes. Oh, yes. It is.
Oh.
This is him on the cover of fucking Time magazine. Of Time. It's
If you'd like
Time with
to take
an
a
H. Like this is like he's suddenly just like, I could be the next Batman. That could be me. And
Don't let him take a picture of that. His nose will be in his phone all day.
The voting was perfect, and it was so he's gonna be a little bit lost. Like, what do I do? Like, I think it's a willpower. Self control.
How's your self control?
Let's see what my self control looks like, because it is a self control roll that I have to do if it's gonna be a weakness. I don't know. It says 6s across the board on that one. I don't know.
Under in your dots for self control.
Oh, dice pools. Sorry. Primary. Let me see. Skills, knowledges, backgrounds, self control. A 3.
Yeah. Does it say? It says in your weakness, right? If you roll against something. Or... Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at your sheet real quick.
I'm looking at my weakness too. Or trying to find it.
It'll be in your primary. Oh, is it in your notes? Yeah.
Okay, it might be in primary.
Charlie says, "Hey, can you turn it back to my picture? I want him to look at me like that."
No, shut up. And then just like slap him. But it's like not really a proper slap. It's just like he's not even looking, so he just like puts his hand on his face.
Yeah, just kind of flies it across.
Yeah. Okay, roll is self-control or instinct roll. Difficulty 6. Failure means that I am enthralled by the experience. I cannot act for the duration of the scene aside from commenting or continuing their involvement with whatever has captured their attention.
Well, depending on who you ask, you can't really act in the first place.
Hush. I am not. This is not. No.
I'm just saying what Twitter says.
So in that case, I would just roll self-control with the 6. Okay.
Difficulty 6. Right. That's pretty high.
Oh.
Did you roll? Oh, sorry. 1 second.
Yeah, I rolled 2 successes.
Okay, you're good. So you're struck by this, and it catches you for a sec, but not so much that you're gonna lose your mind like looking at it.
Okay, it's gonna be hard for me to give it back to her though. She's gonna have to like wrestle it out of my hands.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
You can absolutely feel free to take a picture, but the original will stay in my hands.
Okay, picture, home screen. All right.
And it has like a huge, obnoxious like signature in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say you like start to get taken by it, but Glad is like, we're all here, so we really need to get going at this point.
Right.
At the door, Charlie's like, "Hey, V, right? You gotta promise me that doesn't make it back to Interpol."
I make no such promise.
Oh, perfect. We're getting along already.
Is Interpol?
I say we are.
Above game, I don't know what Interpol is. International Police?
Yes.
That's the abbreviation, yeah.
Okay.
It's like World FBI.
World FBI.
A little bit.
Oh, I'm joking. Why ever would I give it over to Interpol?
Had a feeling. Just, making sure.
Uh-huh. Well, Glut, as you were saying.
I'm just gonna pat his face.
in the same place you slept in, or like place slept
Yeah.
in earlier. If that's everything, I think we're ready to go.
All right, let me get my bucket of guns and we'll hop too.
You're right.
He has a bucket of guns.
That makes sense.
On the way out, we'll approach you, V, or like if you're near each other on the way out. Could I get a picture of the one you did earlier in the car?
Oh, I insist.
I didn't think
She
to ask
flipped.
before, but yeah, I think I'd like one.
Yes, of
Aw.
course. And she flips over that page.
And he snaps a quick picture of it. And I think he also puts it on his home screen.
Oh.
Immediately. Yeah.
Aww.
So yeah, you guys all pile into the car with the rats, with the raven. They're so clean though, and they're so nice.
Yeah.
Are they though?
Super clean. Yeah, he keeps them immaculate because he loves them. It's so it's a 20-hour drive. That's
Oh
not
God.
enough. That's not enough for you guys to lose more than one blood point. But for the sake of time, we're gonna like montage it a little bit. I wasn't sure exactly how to do this, but I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to like study a bit, to prep, um, in for the sake of getting intel on the mission itself, but to also bump some stats a little bit too. Um, so anything that you could plausibly practice or execute inside of the car, um, you can bump by one.
Well, if we could execute him inside of the car, we wouldn't have to go all the way to fucking.
Right. But yeah, like so athletics, like you wouldn't be able to pump higher than the car. Um, but like computer, you could like mess around on your phone, that sort of thing. So uh, I'll make it two actually. So 2 points you can put anywhere. If it makes sense for you to be able to practice them in the car on the way there. And then we can also kind of like resolve that to in world like intel for you guys.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, did Beth and his wife just divorce in this universe?
Oh, it's a few years in the future. I think I said a couple decades, but that's a bit much. But at this point, he's been divorced a couple more times.
Oh, okay. Are there any articles about like the houses that are involved in this divorce, and any like profiles in magazines of like the beautiful layout of these houses?
Yeah. So is this something you would like? So you guys could be making stops along the way. Like I said, it's going to be a montage, but it could be like you're looking these things up on your phone, or it could be
Pull over! I see a public library.
Yeah, it could be that if you want. You guys could be stopping and like doing proper research kind of deal. What would you want it to be? This like research.
I mean,
Site.
layouts of the house, low key home security systems.
Yeah. Oh, so it's a proper like HQ. It's like 30 stories, like a big building.
Oh,
yeah.
We're hitting the building. Okay.
Yeah, you're going straight to Congo.com headquarters.
I really wanted to set his house on fire, but that's all right.
You can do that too. We'll say one of them's on the way there and he's not there, and you set it on fire.
We can stop off on the way back. It'll be fun.
Yeah. What stat would you want to increase with that, doing that research? Off the top of the dome, streetwise could work. Subterfuge could work.
I was thinking kind of, well,
Investigation.
I wonder if I mean, investigation does sound good. I wonder if stealth would be applicable at all, because like he would be learning how to get around this place sneakily, or like the least obvious ways to get in there. But if not, I can definitely go for investigation. Hello?
Oh,
I was muted. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I think that makes sense. You're like scoping out the blueprints of a place to better understand it. For the sake of knowing like lines of sight. Yeah. So you're looking this place over like a cat burglar. So that makes sense. Yeah. So you could put 2 points into stealth, or into stealth and then one in somewhere else if you have something else you want to do.
Um,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
two
That
into stealth would be
okay,
good.
perfect. So Jack and V, is there anything you want to do for prep on the way there?
Yeah, I'd like to go in all of the celebrity gossip blogs and all the ones that I go to search my name and then get sad and find someone who's drunk.
That's fair.
And I might reach out to my I don't think I don't think I would reach out to my agent.
Oh,
Um
God, yeah. I mean, you can if you want to, but Jesus.
Yeah, because I mean, I could reach out to the agent and see if they know anything about like the people who hang in his circle, but that would just be too much for this.
You totally can. But
But I haven't responded to their texts or emails or phone calls in about like a solid like 2 years.
yeah,
Um,
probably for the best you didn't.
yeah. So I wouldn't do that unless I was absolutely desperate. So I'm gonna try to find through some of my sources.
But you didn't want to be on the cover of Boys on Life.
No. I'm basically 23 for the rest of my life. This is hell.
Oh Christ.
So yeah. So he is going to yeah, he's gonna go through his friends. So I guess like maybe investigation to see
Yeah.
Who like who he hangs out with, if he goes to any parties, what kind of like I don't know, like vices he might have.
Yeah. Did you want to do both points in that?
I think I might do that, yeah.
Okay. You make a lot of headway in on that front. You look into his inner circles, and you find two names keep coming up. Uh, the names are Gil and Zark.
Gil and Zark.
Yeah, Gil. Trying to say this without laughing. Gil Bates and
And Zark Muckerberg.
That's such a good guess. It is exactly that. It's Gil Bates and Zark.
I don't know how it happened. It just came to me like a flash of light.
So beautiful.
You do notice something though. During your research, your do you have any points in computer?
I do. I have 3 in computer.
Oh, Dwayne. Yeah, okay. So we'll say you're doing this through like your phone, just like furiously Googling. Your phone starts to act up a little bit. Not anything huge, but like it lingers on screens and stuff, and like maybe things pop up that you don't mean to. Not like ads, but like apps activate without you meaning to. But that's it for the time being. Yeah. But yeah, you investigate thoroughly and you get some good intel.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the apps acting up, is that suspicious?
Totally. Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm just gonna assume I'm being watched to some degree and just start like
streaming porn. Yep, solid call.
No, yeah, I'm gonna be sending like eggplant emojis to like random old hookups, and just trying to make it as embarrassing as possible. Like not for me, but for anyone who's reading,
Yeah.
Just flirty eggplant emojis. We're not going all out.
No, make them suffer.
Just flirty. I don't want to make the people listening suffer.
Oh, not to our stream, but the fictional people.
The fictional people will suffer. And he's gonna have a gleeful time doing this.
V, was there anything you wanted to do for
so we could improve 2 skills or abilities? Okay.
You can put 2 points anywhere. And it just has to be plausible that you could do it within the car. Yeah.
Then I think she would spend some time, maybe spend some time with her firearms, cleaning them. I don't know, getting acquainted with them.
Yeah, no,
Or
so it's a montage, right? So there's gonna be stops along the way, maybe to feed, even though you guys are pretty well off and you're not gonna lose too much. To stretch your legs. Do vampires need to stretch their legs? I don't know. But
yeah.
you could do some target practice. Well, oh, so yeah, it doesn't need to be explicitly in the car, but it has to have like you have to have like the space to do it and the time to do it. But you could be maybe like using your aspects in combination with your firearm skill to develop the latter a little bit more. So yeah, go ahead and put either one or two in firearms.
Okay. I'll just put the one.
Okay, then you got one more to put somewhere else.
Then well, we got some information on Beth already, but I have some influence and some fame. Maybe I'll spend some time in the car on some phone calls, see if I know about any, see if I can pull up any dirt on
Okay.
him, or yeah, something to that degree. Something about his estate, maybe.
Yeah. Are you looking to bump investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh.
yeah, go ahead. And then what have we good? So, Jack, you spent 2 points on investigation,
Yeah.
and I gave you two names. So you are able to find. Oh, do you have any points in computer, V?
I don't.
Okay. Um, so you're able to find like a rough layout, like a tourist's like map of Congo HQ. Um, you see that there are uh you see the very basics of the layout of it. It doesn't show you whether there's any access to it outside of the front entrance, but it does show you like the size of the first floor. Um, it shows you like it shows you the basic entrances, like the God, what is that term in like tactics, like entry points or whatever? Like it shows you that sort of thing. So roughly you can get an idea of the layout of this place. But nothing like super detailed or nothing that someone wouldn't want you to know, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what happens over the course of the 20 hours it takes to get there. You all arrive in Portland. It's beautiful and green, and I've never been to Portland. That's the only part of it that I
Vaguely
know.
rainy. Vaguely
Yeah.
rainy.
Oh God, yeah, hell yeah. It's
I
foggy.
have family there. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. It's like constantly overcast, right?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Yeah, it's a vampire's dream. Like it's overcast all the time. You don't have to worry about being reduced to ash as much. Um, but you arrive within the vicinity, not immediately there because that's maybe a bad move, of Congo HQ. Um, as you arrive, the or no, Jack, sorry. Um, your phone's camera activates. So
Oh.
yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I turn off my phone, or will the camera still be working?
you could attempt to turn off your phone. Yeah.
Um.
So we'll say it's a Wits computer. Uh,
Um.
difficulty 8.
Sorry, guys.
Ooh.
Difficulty 8 for
Yeah.
computer. Okay, hold on.
You've turned off your phone
Um.
before it. You've turned off your phone before, and mechanics wise, it would never even warrant like making a roll. But yeah, for some reason, it's harder to turn off.
Okay. So this is wits, or is it intelligence?
Oh, either or. So war intelligence plus computer.
Okay. My the moment we ended up near Joseph's place, my phone camera turned on.
You gotta smash that, son. Go off the grid.
I know. I don't want to.
Oh my
it's,
god.
And it's the front-facing camera.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, it opens up right away to the front-facing
Ah.
camera.
Oh, this is and then I just like throw it on the ground.
Yeah, shove it down the front of your pants. That'll show him.
Okay. You know what? I don't want to lose my. No, I'm not going to throw it on the ground because I don't want to lose my picture.
You can take another picture with your new phone. I'm sure she'll let you.
Was that the -1? Was that the roll you did?
That was my roll.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, I'm not. I think that's a botch. I think that's like the crit fail of this game.
Oh my god.
Um, so you try to turn it off. You try everything you know to turn it off, and it starts taking you know, like some cameras have, or phone cameras have that mode where if you hold
Oh my god.
if you hold the like camera button, it'll like take a million. It'll take like a bunch at
Mhm.
Oh
once.
no.
It does that pretty much.
Can I shove it in my pants?
You can if you'd like. Uh, yeah.
Here,
You
does
go
anybody
into
have any gum? Just put the gum over the camera and the speakers.
Oh my god. No. Okay. I'm gonna
I think you know what you have to do.
oh no. I can't. This is my life. Okay.
I mean, it's
right.
not real. We're not really
I have all
alive,
these-
though.
I don't have
This is my own life. Yeah.
all my hookups are here. Like my best dealer. He's my bro.
Is he your bro?
Yeah, he's my bro. Okay. Okay.
As you're deciding, it's still taking pictures. It's just
Okay,
like,
okay, I'm gonna throw it on the ground and I'm gonna be like, just run it over, don't, I'm gonna just turn around. I'm just gonna turn around and do what you can. Do what you can to it.
Just
you're asking Glut to drive over it?
Either someone
well,
destroy it.
I'm gonna
don't have
take
to,
out my
like-
pistol, flip it so I'm holding it by the barrel, and just like swiftly crack it.
On the ground?
Yeah, it's on the ground, and I'm just like hammering it a
Okay.
little bit with the butt of the gun.
So presuming that you take it from Jack,
Mhm.
it's still taking pictures. And in between each, like, not flash, but like in between each frame of the pictures that it's taking, you're starting to see in animation, not like a drawn animation, but an animation of a face, that's kind of like stuttering, like strobe light movement. It is this face. One sec.
Oh my god, this is some Black Mirror shit.
Yeah, kind of. It is this face.
No.
Is there a body of water near us? Is there like a scenic fountain or like a puddle or something?
Yeah, rainy Portland. Yeah, I'd say so, probably.
He's just gonna eat it.
I
Okay.
love the dollar sign on the neck.
Yeah, that'll factor in later. So do you also crack it like on the ground and then throw it?
Yeah, he's been cracking it, presumably,
Okay.
like while this face has been flashing up.
So yeah, that face is flashing and like showing up, like almost interlaced, like kind of superimposed over the pictures that it's taking, and just like laughing maniacally, but also silently. And you're smashing it between each
And then
like, frame.
finally, yeet.
Yep.
Whoa.
You're strong as hell. You're like absurdly strong, right?
I think he's got like 6 strength.
Yeah.
kinda
If it's
ridiculous.
anywhere near that, you're like like mad strong. So, you smash it pretty quickly, and it's essentially in pieces at that point. But you still throw it into a puddle, and you throw it like over the nearest mountain or something. Like it goes far, and it lands in a body of water. You hear
How
splish.
could
I'm sorry they did that to you.
how could they? I had so many pics.
Wow,
Oh.
Jack, you really should have invested in maybe some backup cloud services.
You know, maybe this is a sign to downsize.
I have to get everybody's phone number again.
You don't know all your friends' phone numbers?
Who knows any phone? The only landline I remember is my old landline when I was a kid.
Oh my god, you must be so easy to find.
Yes, I am.
Glut,
That's the point. Parties.
Glut is like really, you didn't back up your contacts or anything, or like.
Well, I have the cloud for my
See,
my iPhone, my
Glut
iMusic,
knows.
my music.
Just your music. I mean, I can respect that, but you would need.
And
your
some of my
contacts
photos.
too.
And some of my photos, yes,
Okay.
but it's
It's no sweat then. You're good. Glut pulls out a stack of phones, like a stack. Yeah. And he like fans them out, and he's like, "You can take one of these."
Oh, okay, yeah, no, this is great. Okay.
He has a Pixel 5. He has a Galaxy S12. He has fake
Maybe we
phone.
can wait to turn that on until we're through with this, just so that
You could. That's a good security practice. But yeah, he just kind of leaves his stack there, and he's like, "Yeah, you're free to choose from any of those."
Okay, I'll pick the one that looks nice one.
Now, it was just supposed to be you three going in. Do you need help? Above game, this is your guys' choice.
Between the three of us.
I mean, we probably need all the help we can get, but how far that goes is a great big question mark.
Well, we've already got, he's a ride, so we're good.
Yeah, that's true. Getaway car is pretty valuable. And I'm guessing you don't want to send any of your friends into danger.
I do not. But they're pretty handy in a pinch. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be able to go in the same way as you guys anyway. I'd have to kind of subvert. The masquerade works differently for me. Any points at his face. So you guys go in whichever way you're going in. I will maybe find a back door or something. I'll see what I can do for you.
All right, try not to put yourself in too much danger, though.
No, I never do.
Oh, well, good.
Good luck.
Well.
And yeah, there lies Congo.com headquarters before you. A towering building. I neglected to look up the real world equivalent to this building. I'm gonna do that now. But yeah, it's huge. It's tall. It's garish. It's a waste of money. It's an edifice to everything that is wrong with the world. Fiction.
Like you do.
They caused him to break his phone. Jack's gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, that's good.
I am sorry, guys. I have to be up pretty early today / tomorrow.
Oh god, yeah, we're like
I don't know
at the time, huh?
Okay.
So yeah, well, actually, we'll end it right there. You guys have arrived at Congo.com headquarters. And it towers before you. That's that pretty much.
Yay!
I made it.
I'm gonna kill a man.
Yeah, I don't know. How does Vanish usually sign off? I know next Thursday, or this Thursday, I guess. We're gonna be back with the Hidden Tomb of Hacker-Roots. I'm super excited to be playing that again. Last time we got captured by some asshole thugs that took our stuff, and right after our friend died. Tissa steamed, super steamed. So that's that. Next Monday, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be back with Assassination of Primarch Magli Black Ice.
Yeah, we are.
That has been off the rails. That has been so good and so bonkers, super bananas. It's been a delight. Yeah, that's been an awesome stream. So catch that. And I think that's about it. So we will catch y'all later. Text your dog and water your dad.
Yes.
Nice.
And we're off.
That was very fun.
Yeah.